currently reading one book. I don't even foresee myself finishing that book in this vlog because this week has been intense, but that is Royal Assassin, which is the second book in the Farseer trilogy by Robin Hobb. A lot of you guys will probably know by now that the live show for this has been postponed. It was supposed to be this Sunday, the 7th of June, but it is now going to be the following Sunday, the 14th of June at 8 p.m. on Ashley from A Frolic Through Fictions channel. So this is the, what month is it? Is it the May and June? No, the April and May book from my book club, the Catch Up Book Club, where we are reading the first 6 books in Robin Hobb's Realm of the Elderling series. This is a very slow moving, very atmospheric adult fantasy epic series. The whole Realm of the Elderling series is made up of a whole ton of shorter series. This is the first trilogy, the Farseer trilogy, and it is a very slow, very political, atmospheric, adult epic fantasy coming of age story that follows a man named Fitz, or a boy named Fitz, depending where in the series you are, who is the bastard son of the prince in waiting. Now, right at the beginning of the first book, Fitz is dumped at the doors to the keep by his maternal grandfather, who says he no longer wants anything to do with Fitz. He's left in the care of a man named Burrick, who looks after Fitz's father's horses, hounds and hawks, and they start to make their way to Bookkeep Castle, where Fitz's father will be waiting for him. However, when they get there, they find out that his father has abdicated the throne and moved to the countryside, so nobody really knows what to do with Fitz anymore. The king does finally decide that because Fitz is a bastard, he is of royal blood, he looks remarkably like his father, but he is not actually part of the royal family because he's a bastard. This makes Fitz the perfect tool to the crown, and Fitz is made to train as an assassin by the king so that he can be of use to the royal family. Now, as I said, this is very political, it's very slow moving. I'm actually only on page 135 of this. I'm also participating in the Make Your Myth Take a Readathon, and this is my first book for the Witch Path, which is to read a book that features animals. And there are 2 types of magic in here. One is called the wit and one is called the skill. The wit is something that is very much looked down upon, and it involves being able to connect mentally with animals, and the skill is something that is particular to the royal family, the Farseer line, and it involves sharing minds with other people, and this is used by the royal family normally in a military capacity to be able to see what is happening in other places and build strategy from there. But like I said, this is very character driven. We are following Fitz. He's an unreliable narrator as well, so following him is interesting because he's not purposefully unreliable. It is just that he does not know anything. He is growing up and you are learning along with him. But I do really like this story. I really enjoyed the first book. I'm really enjoying the second book so far. I just haven't been reading. There's a lot been going on and I have also been very busy, but I'm trying to kickstart this vlog. I'm trying to get myself back into vlogging, get myself feeling a little bit better. We will see how that goes. We will see to what degree I succeed, but hopefully I'll be able to get a little bit of reading done in this vlog.
In my sleep, I've choked too many times before. She lets go of me, and I look her in her eyes once more. Your sister tells me, well, that you're moving on and never going back, but I'll outrun the truth.
I spent the majority of my day in a group chat with Zafina from the Psychonics and also Ashley from A Frolic Through Fiction. You guys probably know Ashley if you're watching this vlog. So I was talking to those guys for quite a number of hours today, and I've just made myself some food, and now I'm just about to film a video. I'm not making a lot of progress on Assassin's Apprentice. I'm 170 pages into it. I've been trying to read, but I'm struggling with concentration. There's stuff going on that I just really do not want to deal with, but sadly has to be dealt with. And honestly, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real with you guys right now. A lot of people take social media breaks, which is perfectly fine, you know. Sometimes enough is enough and you just have to pull yourself out of it, stop scrolling through Twitter, stop scrolling through Instagram and all of that stuff. But for the first time in my nearly 3 years on BookTube, last night I considered taking a social media break. I considered deleting Twitter for a couple of days. I'm not going to, because I still do think it is important that I keep informed on things that are going on, but God, has this last week been wild, and I'm still just reeling. I'm still reeling. I'm still trying to sort stuff out. I'm not going to go into details because I will be damned if my channel gets derailed as a repercussion of this stuff because of the effect that it's had on me. But this vlog is going to have pretty much no content in it because I'm stressed as fuck, pretty much. Curtis isn't home tonight. He won't be back until tomorrow. So when I have filmed the video that I'm going to be filming after this update, I'm going to probably get in bed and read some more of this and hopefully make a decent dent in it tonight. I just want to switch off a little bit at some point. But for now, I'm actually going to do something that I don't usually do and something that I will not be doing again unless I have a really stressful week at any other time. But it won't be a recurring thing. But I do have the May Owlcrate here that I'm going to unbox in this vlog because the one thing that I'm finding, it's been kind of creeping up on me over the last month, is that the one thing that I'm struggling to keep on top of the most is my videos. It's my upload schedule. My schedule is like 3 videos a week, but some weeks it's 4, some weeks it's 5. If I have unboxings because I'm a rep for companies like Owlcrate, then I do post additional videos in the week. And at the moment, I'm just struggling to carve out time for editing. So I know some people don't like unboxings in vlogs. I'm sorry. This is not going to be a recurring thing. I just thought it would be a little bit easier if I popped the unboxing in this vlog because I'll be editing this vlog anyway, so it's not like an extra thing that I have to do. You guys probably know Owlcrate is the biggest Bookish subscription box. It's monthly and it has a brand new young adult hardcover release in it that is usually sci-fi or fantasy. I am a rep for Owlcrate and this was sent to me specifically to open for you guys. So I do have a rep code. My code is Becca and that will get you a discount off your subscription. Okay, so the theme for May is rebels with a cause. There's the spoiler card for any of you guys who want to check out the spoilers and see what's actually included in this month's box. So first up we have the monthly pin. Ooh, I really like this one. This one's pretty. This one's by Hinny Slug Design and it is a crystal design, which I like. It's really simple and it has that obviously witchy crystal aesthetic, which I like. A little envelope that has a sticker on. It says Owlcrate exclusive from Juniper and Ivy Designs, which I think I've encountered before. And in here we have, oh, a magnet. This is really pretty. It says, never allow yourself to believe you should be silent. I've noticed recently that in Owlcrate, especially, I think, they've been having like these etched wooden designs and I do really like them. So I'm gonna pop that on the side of my book cart. Next up we have a fabric item. Oh my god, this is great. So these ones are inspired by Heart of Iron, which I think is by Ashley Poston, and they are pot holders, which is such a cool item. I feel like Owlcrate do a lot of these things where it's something a little bit different. The quote on them says, may the stars keep you steady and the iron keep you safe, but I probably will not use these because they're too pretty, but I do think this is really cool. And as someone who is a homeowner, they will come in handy if I do choose to use them. Next up we have a sticker sheet, which I will show you guys as best as I can. This has a variety of Bookish inspirational quotes. They are from, let's have a look, we have Neil Shusterman, Marie Rutkowski, Caroline Caldwell and Margaret Atwood. They're a really thick vinyl sticker as well. I then have something that's rattling around in a bag. Please tell me this is what I think it is. Oh my god, I think this is what I think it is. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. So this is a canvas bag that has a quote, assumedly from An Ember in the Ashes on it. It says, so long as you fight the darkness, you stand in the light, by Sabbath here. And I think that this is a pouch of metal straws, and if it is, I'm gonna be so happy. It is. I've wanted these for so long. I have wanted these from a subscription box literally forever. Ashley is gonna be so happy when she watches this because she keeps bringing metal straws to my house and I keep stealing them from her. Oh, it even comes with the cleaners. It even comes with 2 straw cleaners. I saw that these were in subscription boxes kind of from last year, and since then I've honestly just wanted them because they come in colors. Like, they're not just normal ones, they're colored ones, so they're super cool. There's a couple of like iridescent ones. Are these kind of iridescent as well? No, that's just copper. And a black one. And then there's also straight straws as well. Honestly, Owlcrate, you are amazing. Oh god, I'm so happy. There is a little card in here that says, in an effort to get the box delivered as soon as possible, they haven't wrapped the books in plastic this month, which honestly, fine by me, not a big deal. Saves me from putting more plastic in my rubbish. I may just have the books left now. So the manga is on top, and that is What is this? Okay, the font is really hard to read. Does it say on the spine? Witchy. Okay, that does not look like it reads witchy. But this is a manga by, is it Oni Press? Yeah, Oni Press. In the Witch Kingdom Highland, the strength of your magic is determined by the length of your hair. Those that are strong enough are conscripted by the Witch Guard, who enforce the law in peacetime and protect the land during the war. However, those with hair judged too long are pronounced enemies of the kingdom and annihilated. This is called a witch burning. Oh, it's full cover as well, which is interesting. Most of the manga I read is black and white. Is this manga? I'm sure they said manga, but it does just read from front to back, so maybe it's just a comic. I'm gonna check that out. Okay, yeah, so this is a graphic novel, not a manga, so makes sense that it reads from left to right. Honestly, I love me a graphic novel. It does say volume 1, so this is the first part in a series, and on the spoiler card it does say that it's new, so I think that this is a pretty recent release. Never had a graphic novel in a subscription box before. I do know Owlcrate have done it in the past, but I will definitely read this at some point. So at the bottom of the box under the book we have the card for next month's theme, which is All the World's a Stage, and I really like the circus theme for this. And on the back we have the reveal for an item for next month, which is coffee from Bones Coffee, which since I got a coffee machine about a month ago now, I think it was, maybe a little bit longer, I've actually started using the coffee that I got in like the October Owlcrate, I think it was. So that will now come in handy to me now that I have a coffee machine. But the book for this month is Incendiary by Zoraida Cordova. This is interesting actually, because I've never read a book by Zoraida Cordova, but for my birthday I did just receive Labyrinth Lost. So now I have multiple books to read by this author. I hope I like her work. As usual, this is an edition that is completely exclusive to Owlcrate, so I will overlay the original cover over the top so that you guys can see the difference. And let's have a look. Yeah, there's nothing too special under the dust jacket, but this cover actually does remind me a little bit of City of Brass. It has like a different vibe, but the same kind of composure, I want to say, on the cover. I have heard a little bit about this, but I don't know anything about it really, so I'm just going to read you inside the dust jacket. Renata was only a child when she was kidnapped by the King's Justice and brought to the luxurious palace of Andalusia. As a memory thief, the rarest and most feared of the magical Mariah, Renata was used by the crown to carry out the King's wrath, a siege that resulted in the deaths of thousands of her own people. Now Renata is one of the Whispers, rebel spies working against the crown. The Whispers may have rescued Renata years ago, but she cannot escape their mistrust and hatred or the overpowering memories of the hundreds of souls she drained during her time in the palace. When Des, the commander of her unit and the boy she's grown to love, is taken captive by the notorious Principe Dorado, I know that I'm saying that wrong. Renata must return to Andalusia and complete Des's top secret mission herself. Can she keep her cover even as she burns for vengeance against the brutal, enigmatic prince? Her life and the fate of the Mariah depend on it. But returning to the palace stirs childhood memories long locked away. As Renata grows more deeply embedded in the politics of the royal court, she uncovers a secret in her past that could change the fate of the entire kingdom and end the war that has cost her everything. This is a hefty book. She's pretty heavy. So it sounds pretty interesting. Kind of basic fantasy, but I believe that Zoraida Cordova is Latinx. She's a Latinx author, so she's definitely an author that I have been interested in reading because I've heard excellent things about Labyrinth Lost, and I did like the cover of this. I've seen it on Twitter a couple of times I think, so I have been reasonably interested in it. I just haven't looked too deeply, so hopefully this is one that I'm going to enjoy. When I usually do my unboxing videos, I say what my favorite item of the month is. I think you guys can guess that it is the straws. I really love the straws. They're actually going to be super useful to me because I drink Coke in a glass with a straw. So thank you so much to Owlcrate for sending me that box. All of the links to Owlcrate's website and their social media as well as my discount code will be in the description box if you guys want to check them out. This is weird because this is a vlog update, so I don't really know how to end it when I've just done an unboxing, but I really enjoyed this month's box, so if you guys want to grab yourselves an Owlcrate, you know where to find the information. Good morning, and I'm saying good morning at 4 p.m. I slept for nearly 12 hours last night, and Curtis wasn't home last night, and normally he's been waking me up because I have been like a super sleepy person recently. So I'm not going to be uploading a video today. I'm gonna skip an upload, which really fucking hurts. Like, you know me and my schedule, like I never skip an upload. But this week has been a little bit intense and I'm a little bit all over the place. I've been trying to sort out some things. A lot of time has been wasted dealing with stuff that I shouldn't have had to deal with. So I'm just going to skip Sunday's video. I'm actually going to try and read a different book today, and should I be starting another the book? Absolutely not. But I'm going to try and read Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas because this is on my Bookopoly TBR to read a book that is smut. This is a very popular book. It's a smutty romance and it's an age gap romance between a girl and her boyfriend's father who has taken her in for some reason. I believe it's very good. It's been recommended to me numerous times. I featured Penelope Douglas in a video that was authors that I wanted to read from, that I was interested in more than one of their works. And I also find that romance pulls me out of a reading slump if I'm really struggling. So I'm gonna try and read Birthday Girl. I might see if I can read it all today because I do find romance super compelling, and hopefully that will give me a little bit more momentum to dedicate more time to reading and actually get through Royal Assassin. So I'm gonna be doing that today. I'm also gonna be making candles. I just thought I'd check in with you, let you know I was planning on starting a new book. Oh, and if you want to read Birthday Girl, it is actually free on Amazon Prime, so I have just downloaded it. I'm gonna charge my Kindle. I have like the first Kindle Fire. The battery's not very good, so like I constantly need to charge it, but I'm going to probably start reading on my phone while I make candles and charge my Kindle, and then see how much of that I can get read today. I'm really excited. I feel like romance is just what I need right now. Okay, calm down. There we go. There we go. It's past midnight now and I'm just checking in to let you guys know that I'm now 25% of the way through Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. So around the page 100 mark. I only woke up at 4 as I told you, so I imagine I'll be up for a couple of hours yet. I'm just about to hop in the shower and then get in bed and carry on reading. I've done a lot of work today. I've made I think around 50 candles today and also printed some plaques, and in between doing all that in the wait times and stuff, I have been reading. So the plot of this is pretty much exactly as I told you. We follow a girl called Jordan who is 19 and she has a boyfriend called Cole. He's a pretty terrible boyfriend, to be fair, and the story starts out where she's trying to get hold of him to pick her up from work because her car is broken and he's been saying that he's going to fix it for ages and he hasn't. So she goes to a local movie theatre to watch a screening of a classic film while she's waiting for him to pick her up because she got off work a couple of hours early. While she's there, she meets an older guy. He's in his 30s. He's like 36 or 38, I believe, and they end up talking and watching the movie together. When they get out of the theatre, her phone starts ringing. She answers it. It's Cole, and realizes that the man that she's just met is actually his father. Now the story really gets started when immediately after that they have to move out of their apartment because their landlord evicts them. Everyone in this story comes from a low working class background. They have nowhere to go. They end up moving in with Cole's father, and it is about Cole's father, Pike, feeling attraction towards this 19-year-old woman and having to keep reminding himself that she is, one, really young, and two, his son's girlfriend, while our main character is feeling attraction for Pike as well and also juggling a lot of things in her life. So we have had a little bit of smut in here so far. There was a masturbation scene, but no actual like smutty sexy times two people scenes yet. I'm enjoying it so far in the way that I enjoy a lot of new adult romance. They are incredibly compelling. They're really easy to read. Even if nothing is particularly happening, like you can just keep turning pages. They're really quick reads. I'm not sure how I feel about it as a story at the moment. A lot of people have said like, this is my favorite new adult romance, you're gonna love it, and I gotta tell you something guys, I don't like age gap romances. I've never read one, but the reason for that is that I'm not attracted to guys that are significantly older than me. I like guys that are around my own age. I'm 27, so I'm currently 8 years older than this main character, and I still don't think that I would necessarily date a 38-year-old. So I'm not super into it just because of that reason. Like, it's totally a personal preference thing. The writing is good. It's not amazing. It's very typical for the genre, I want to say. One thing that I'm not super into right now is that this is dual perspective, so we read from both Jordan and Pike's perspective, and the way Pike treats her is kind of like he's a single father with a teenage daughter. In his internal monologue, it is very much him reminding himself that she is significantly younger than him. She's his son's girlfriend. She shouldn't be wearing the clothes that she's wearing, which is coming from a place of jealousy and possessiveness by I feel like in his perspective, we are really getting the point that he is significantly older than her. And like I said, as somebody who doesn't like older guys, I'm just not really into that dynamic. Aside from that though, I am enjoying it. Like I said, I'm gonna go get in bed and read some more. It's helping me with my reading slump because I've read 100 pages already and I haven't done that in a day in weeks. I feel like from what I've read of this so far, I will definitely be reading more books from Penelope Douglas. I would say that I'll definitely end up reading Punk 57. Is it Punk 57? Sometime in the future. That is a bully romance and I don't think there's an age gap in that, so I think I may enjoy that one. But yeah, overall it's good. I like it. I just don't personally love age gap romances. Totally just turned my ring light and my camera off and completely forgot to tell you that I'm not wrapping up this vlog right now, which you probably noticed, but I'm just gonna run it for one extra day. With this being a little bit of a shorter vlog and me not really reading much this week, I'll wrap this up tomorrow and then it can go up Tuesday as usual, and then this vlog will be a little bit more worthwhile and I'll still have 6 days for next week. So that being said, I'm now going to turn my ring light and camera off again and go get that shower. Hey guys, happy Monday. It is 1:30 in the afternoon now. I got up at 8 AM today. I just kind of wanted to check in and revisit something that I said earlier in the vlog because I do feel like you guys are going to comment on it. It's where I said about feeling like I should take a social media break, and I know a lot of you guys really care about me and my mental health and think that I stretch myself too far, which I do a little bit. So I just wanted to let you guys know that I've come to some sort of compromise with that, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm no longer allowing myself to be on Twitter after midnight, because what I'm finding is that I'll be ready to go to bed at like 1, 2 AM and then I'll go on Twitter and everybody in the US is at their most active time, so there'll be a lot more posts going on and I'll just end up scrolling endlessly, and you know, it's not great just before bedtime. For multiple days in a row aside from last night, that has been the reason why I've ended up going to bed at like between 4 and 6 in the morning, because I just can't switch off. So yesterday I did decide I was going to do this. Did it for the first time last night. I did catch myself on Twitter a couple of times. I literally put in the group chat with Gavin and Ashley, if you catch me on Twitter after midnight, slap me. And then 2 minutes later I opened Twitter without thinking about it. It's a habit, it needs breaking. But when I noticed that I was doing it, as soon as I noticed I was on Twitter, I just went on my notifications, looked what notifications I had, and then put my phone aside. And I woke up at 8 AM this morning, so that's what I'm going to be doing going forward to combat that. Now, as for my reading today, I am doing a little bit of reading because I got up so early. I've got so much more time. I've edited this vlog entirely up until this point. I will probably now import this footage and then edit this, because my main thing that I need to do today is to package and send out candle orders. However, I did run out of ink for my printer on Saturday night, I think, and I Amazon primed myself some ink, so it should be here today, but it hasn't arrived yet. So up until that point, I don't have a whole ton of things to do. I'm pretty much just waiting on ink. I could go and do some plaque stuff, and if it gets to a point, which it may do in a minute, where my vlog is all up to date and there's nothing else I can do with it, then I will probably go work on plaque stuff until that ink arrives, and I'll be spending the later part of my day sorting out candles. Where I'm up to in Birthday Girl is, I think I'm around the 50%. I think I'm bang on 50%, so just around page 200. And this romance, it's a super slow burn. Like, nothing happens for the longest time, and I'm assuming that when it finally does happen, because it is just starting to get there now, that I'm gonna ship it a lot harder because of all the beginning stuff. But I don't know, it's just, I love a slow burn romance, but I'm not super angsty because I know it's a romance, because I know it's smutty. Every chapter I'm like, is this going to be the chapter where something actually happens? So I am anticipating it and I am wanting it, but it is not the best done slow burn in my case. I'm not sure if I only really love slow burn romances in fantasy where there's things like saving the world going on and sacrifice and all that stuff, and I do like my traditional like contemporary romances to be kind of angsty and off again on again. So I do normally prefer it where the characters are around probably between the age of 20 and 25, and their relationship is kind of volatile and they argue a lot and really weird dramatic plot twists. But I am still enjoying the book and hopefully I'll be able to finish it today. We'll see how I go, but I'm going to do a little bit more reading throughout the day and I'll let you know how it goes. This has arrived today. This is a care package from the lovely Claire, and Claire is just a huge supporter of my channel. You will always see Claire in my comments. She leaves a big comment thread, and she's very active on Instagram. She's also a huge supporter of my business, and she's just all around just such a wonderful woman, and the support that she gives myself, Gavin and Ashley is unparalleled. Really, she's such a sweetheart. Honestly, Claire, thank you so much. This is exactly what I need after the week that I've had. I say the week that I've had as though this isn't Monday. It's like Christmas already. Okay, so it is in a fairy loot box, and Claire has stuck on a little printout of her. This is her Instagram. I will link Claire's Instagram down below if you want to go check her out. Like I said, she's wonderful. Oh, she's just straight away on top. We have two. Are these different or the same? They're the same. Two of the Beanies variety packs. You guys may know if you follow me on like Instagram, sometimes I update. You may have seen them in my vlogs, but I do have a coffee machine, but I also use instant coffee. At the moment, I tend to be using my coffee machine for iced coffee, and for hot coffee, I use Beanies. So these are 2 boxes of Beanies with a variety of different flavors in. So in each one, we have amaretto almond, which I've tried and I like. Irish cream, I like. Creamy caramel, I haven't tried that. Chocolate orange, I just bought. Cookie dough, I love. Coconut delight, I love. Double chocolate, never had. Gingerbread, I think I may have had gingerbread. Nutty hazelnuts, I love. Very vanilla, I love. Mint chocolate, I haven't had. And cinnamon hazelnut, I haven't had, but I bet that's going to be my favorite. So, oh god, coffee. Oh, and also on the coffee front, she sent me a bottle of chocolate coffee syrup. These are available at Aldi. They're very inexpensive and you can get a variety of flavors. They are completely plant-based as well, which is not a worry for me because I'm not a vegetarian or vegan or anything. I've had a cinnamon one before. My cinnamon has run out, and a couple of weeks ago I picked up a caramel and a vanilla, and I put these in the bottom of my iced lattes and then like mix it through. So thank you for the chocolate one because I've never seen the coffee chocolate one before in Aldi. Next up, we have a kiwi refreshing sheet mask, and I have been meaning to get some more face masks, and I like sheet masks because there's no mess. I seem to have, let's feel, there's a couple of books in here and then a couple of extra things. Claire, you didn't. This is a print that is by the artist Nanfei. If you remember a couple of weeks ago, I was framing 3 Nevernight dust jackets by the artist Nanfei, and this is a drawing that Nanfei did that is based on Nevernights. This is Mia and Trick, but using Piera Ford and Geordie, who play Mia and Trick in the YouTube adaptation that Piera organised as Mia and Trick. So I love this. Thank you so much. For the 2 books that we have, the first one is Undying by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. I believe that Claire did send me, oh my god, I can't even remember where it is now and I don't have my glasses on because I can't see. These Broken Stars, which is by the same authors. I really like Amy Kaufman's work with J. Kristoff, but I've never read anything that she's written without J. Kristoff. The first series that she wrote with Megan Spooner is the sci-fi These Broken Stars, and I have just glimpsed through the tissue paper that this one is This Shattered World, which I'm assuming is the second book in that series. So this series is about a spaceship. Something happens to it and 2 characters are left to survive on this planet. I believe that she is like the daughter of some powerful general, and the guy is just, I think he's an ex-soldier. So it's like a sci-fi romance. I imagine it's going to be quite like Illuminate, and I believe that this one is the second series that they wrote together. This one is again a sci-fi. It is also once again about a ship that crashes, but it crashes onto Earth, and there's some undying threat orbiting that the people, I'm assuming the humans if it's Earth, but I don't know how futuristic this is, but the people on Earth do not believe that there is actually a threat. So thank you so much, Claire, for everything I've unpacked so far. I have 2 more little packages to unwrap. Oh, a clay face mask. Rich pink clay formula with natural extracts of chia seed, pink grapefruit and guava. Oh, I don't wanna, this is probably gonna have a seal in it. Oh no, I can smell it. Oh, it smells good. It smells really fresh. Oh, this is quite a soft mask as well. Oh yeah, that smells amazing. I'll show you guys the box actually, because I realized this is not a very good unboxing. Okay, is this an eyeshadow palette? It is. It's like quite an interesting mix actually. There's like a very pale yellowy color, a khaki green, a navy and a pink. I may try this one out in my next video. Ooh. And then the last thing is, oh no, there's more than one. Oh, 3 more face masks. These are the ones that I have that are now out of date because I got quite a lot a few years ago and I just never used them all in time. But we have a hot spring sauna one, pink rose clay one, and a black seaweed peel off. I do really like the peel off masks. And then the last thing we have is a pair of socks. Oh my god, they're odd socks. Okay. and they have monsters on. They're quite terrifying, but I do like them, and I can always use more socks. So thank you so much, Claire, for this box of goodies. Honestly, you could not have sent this at a better time. It has been a very stressful week, and I feel so much better now. You brighten my day, and I'm excited to use some of these face masks. Hey guys, so I'm here to tell you that I have just finished Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. I'm not sure what time it is. I think it's past 2 AM. Yeah, it's 2:40 AM, but I was determined that I was going to finish this tonight. One, because I wanted to finish it before I wrapped up this vlog, and two, because I do need to be focusing on Assassin's Apprentice from here on out. It's not Assassin's Apprentice, I keep saying that. I need to be focusing on Royal Assassin. So I just kind of read Birthday Girl to hopefully motivate me a little bit, you know, because this is the first book that I finished since Readathon, so that's what, 2 weeks ago at least. 2.5, I want to say, and I just find that I'm picking things up, reading most of it, and then putting it down because I have to read something else for like a deadline. So I haven't been finishing a whole ton of books. But Birthday Girl, so everything that I said earlier is still valid. It's a little bit too slow burn for me, although what I will say is that there's like a whole ton of slow burn, and then you have like a really long detailed smut scene per chapter throughout the majority of the rest of the book. And my favorite thing, the not necessarily redeeming thing, because I was enjoying the book, but the smut is so good. It is so well written. This is probably the smuttiest book that I've read in a very long time. I was going to say ever, but I have read 50 Shades of Grey, and as that is erotica, I would assume that it's smuttier than this, but I did read the books when I was 19, I believe, so I literally remember nothing about them aside from that I really didn't like them even then. So this could be the smuttiest book I've ever read, and I definitely think that the smut was on par. The writing and the smut sections were great. I had a couple of issues with the characters, some I have touched on before. I don't necessarily want to say that the characters are one-dimensional, but I do think that they're a little bit tropey, and that the main character Jordan is not like other girls, and the love interest was possessive, which I do enjoy in a love interest, but I don't know whether it didn't quite hit with me in this case because it's an older love interest. So it feels a little bit weird when we have a little bit of a different power dynamic between the two people in the romance. And like I said, personal preference, I just don't love age gap romances. That being said, I did give it 4 stars. I blasted through it in 2 days. The romance was good, the smut was good, even though I don't love age gaps because I'm not attracted to older guys. I did end up liking the romance. I thought that it was very steamy, and yeah, it did the job, you know. That sounds weird. It got me feeling a little less slumpy, and actually got me to read something, which was exactly what I wanted from this. As I said, I think it was yesterday, although I have no idea at this point, I will definitely be continuing reading more from Penelope Douglas. I know, what's the series? She has a series that I believe is a little bit problematic, but I'm very interested in it because I've heard very good reviews of it. I think is one of the books called Rage maybe, and as I mentioned, I do want to read Punk 57, so very impressed with what I read, especially as it is an age gap, and I still gave it 4 stars. Something that I have found as well in the last 2 days is that reading on my Kindle really seems to be working for me now. I'm finding the pages easier to focus on than I am physical pages. So as I said, I do have to get back to Royal Assassin, so I think at the beginning of next week's vlog, which I mean that's tomorrow morning for me, I'm going to see if I can find a cheap ebook of Royal Assassin and try and read it on my Kindle, see if that speeds me up a little bit more, because I don't know, I just find it so much easier. And with the edition that I have, it's a mass market paperback and it's 750 pages as opposed to the copy that everybody else has that's only like 650. So maybe reading an ebook will speed the process up for me a little bit, stop me from getting distracted so much because the font is quite small in mine. But I'll see how that goes in next week's vlog and whether I can actually manage to finish it before the live show next Sunday. But that is about it for this week's vlog. I do hope you've enjoyed it if you've made it this far. If you have, please don't forget to like if you liked it and subscribe if you wanna, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.
Oh, you bite your friend like chocolate. You say you'll go where nobody knows, with guns hidden under our petticoats. We're never gonna quit it, no, we're never gonna quit it, no.